Hi everyone, so today I've just got a little quick video for you. I ordered, brace yourselves, 2 Morphe palettes. Oh, I can tell this is going to be a difficult video. I just spit everywhere. But basically I ordered the 35C palette and the 35N palette. Now obviously I'm English and Morphe is an American brand and website, so the website is in dollars, so that does mean that I bought it with, I was going to say English money, of course I bought it with English money, but what I'm trying to say is that when it converts over to pounds it's cheaper for me, I suppose. Is that the right way of saying it? I don't know if I'm explaining that properly, like the exchange rate is like better for me? Anyway, and I think the delivery was about £20, which I don't think is too bad considering they come from America. So I was happy to pay that, and like I say, it kind of works out cheaper for me anyway because when it's converted to pounds, it's cheaper. I was actually so excited to get 2 of these palettes just because I've seen every single person on YouTube raving about them and how good they are, and really they're not expensive at all. I think you get, I was about to say I think you get 32 colours, but clearly it's 35. Otherwise they wouldn't call it 35C, would they? But they are absolutely beautiful. I have played with them a little bit and I'm so impressed with the quality already. All this video is going to be a swatch video. I will do looks with both of the palettes individually in the future. Probably most of my videos I'm going to be using them anyway because I'm in love with them. They're so amazing. And for any of you that are interested as well, is that when I was searching up the palettes on YouTube that I'd bought, I wanted to find out a bit more information about them. I couldn't really find any. Like, you can see videos on the 35O and popular ones like that, but the ones I'd bought, I couldn't really find anything on them, and I was a bit worried about how they'd come packaged. I didn't want them to turn up and then be shattered. But here's where Morphe is a clever brand, and I'll show you why. So this is the massive box it came in. I won't show you my address, but it's got everything on the top there. Now, what I will say for all you English people ordering from them as well is that when it got to Royal Mail had to hold it because I hadn't paid tax on it. Is it illegal? I don't know, but it's there. Basically, they have to take a charge from me, so I had to pay Royal Mail £13. £8 of that was their holding fee, but the rest of that was tax on them basically. So bear that in mind if you are English and ordering from the Morphe website, that might happen to you. And so that in turn I had to wait a couple extra days for Royal Mail to re-deliver it. But yeah, anyway, so I came in this box, and then in this box it's got a pricing list, I suppose, of like what you ordered. So they've put a load of these things, but they don't stop there. So when you get through all that like foamy stuff, you see this. So you unwrap this, comes in a box, and then they've got another layer of bubble wrap, which I think is so amazing because, like I said, I was so worried about it turning up and what condition it was going to be in. Obviously the eyeshadows are like, I was so worried one of them was going to be broken or something. I think, so on the Morphe website, I think both the 35N and the 35C palettes are like $19.99. So for me that makes it around £15 or £16, I think. That could be completely wrong, don't hold me to that. But yeah, I would definitely recommend these. They're amazing, and for me as well, I'm doing other people's makeup, and so to have this many eyeshadows and all these different colours in one place is amazing, and it's really helping me out a lot. But yeah, essentially I'm just going to do a swatch video. I'll do the 35N palette first, and then I'll do the 35C. If you don't want to watch the 35N palette, I will put here the time which to skip to if you just want to see the 35C palette. And let's get this sleeve up. Look at how dodgy my arm looks there. So this is the 35N palette. I don't know if I showed you properly. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. As well, what's really good, it's got a few bright colours in there, but a lot of them are quite muted. Oh, and this is all mattes, by the way. You can buy shimmer ones. But yeah, I'm just going to start with the lightest first and go across and go up, but I'll show you as I swatch. The next shade along is a slightly darker colour, not even darker really, it's just a bit more peachy. This third one along is slightly darker than the second one, a bit more orange. This one is basically another skin tone one, well, my skin tone. And this one is a very, very light brown. All these shades are really good for transition shades. I love that colour. And then this shade is slightly darker again. And then this shade right at the end, it's not picking it up very well on camera, but it's a kind of latte coffee kind of colour. It's a bit lighter than the other ones. Okay, so we'll move on to the second row. I'm going to start with this one. This is a really, really beautiful brown colour. And then this brown has a slight hint of green in it. This one, again, is just a slightly darker brown. And now this one is a really, really nice burnt orange. And now we've got this amazing pink shade. It's not showing up as vibrant as it is in the pan. Now we've got this shade here, which looks absolutely amazing. And then again we've got a slightly lighter orange. Okay, so moving on to the third row, we're starting with this peachy pink colour. I absolutely love that one. As you can see, it's so pigmented, the colour looks amazing. We're just moving on to this one, which is a slightly lighter shade than the first one. And then this one, which is even lighter. So I just filmed this whole video and my camera wasn't recording because there was too much on there. So I'm going to go back to where, sorry I'm like this. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm going to go back to where I'm pretty sure I was and do it all again. So I'm going to do this colour here. Okay, so now we're going to do this brown shade here. It's a very warm brown. And we're going to do this dark brown here. I think it's the darkest brown we've had and it's quite cool toned as well. And now for this end colour, we've got a very muted blue with a lot of grey tones in it. Okay, so we are on to the fourth row. This row has got a lot of similar colours, I guess you could say. A lot of them are browns, but they're different tones and different undertones as well. So I'll swatch them and see how different they are once they're swatched. Let's start with this first colour. And then we'll do this second one. That one is slightly cooler than the last one. This one, which seems to be darkest out of the three. So with these three shades, you could say that they get darker gradually and they also go from warm to cool. And now this fourth one. And this one. These shades are really going to help you with transition shades or obviously depending on your skin tone. Okay, so now we've got this very deep purple with brown undertones. It's coming up a lot darker on camera. And now we've come to this end shade. A lot of these shades are similar, but like I say, they can help you a lot with different looks. Okay, so we are now on to the last row. Let's start with this one. Now this one is a very, very cool toned brown. This one is quite a rich, deep brown. This colour is actually really difficult to describe. It's a very muted brown with slight grey tones, I think. This colour is also very, very muted. I think this may have some grey tones in it too. That one's not so pigmented. I'll just see if I can get a better swatch. So as you can see, that's like the least pigmented shadow in the whole entire palette, but it's still not terrible. And this last one, well, second to last. And the very last one in the palette. Okay, so that was the 35N palette. I absolutely love this palette so far. I think it's amazing. I think all the colours are amazing. As you can see, the pigment is there. Oh, it's tiring work. Okay, so let's move on to the 35C palette. This palette looks amazing. I bought it because I needed a lot more colour eyeshadows. I think what I'll do is I'll start with this top row. So let's just grab this first one. Okay, so we'll just take this second colour here, which seems to be grey, but it has some undertones in it, which, I don't know, they look kind of green to me. We'll see. No, it's just grey. And this third one, which seems to just be another black. So, as you can see here, they get lighter as you go down. Okay, so we're just going to take this colour here, which seems to be very similar to the blue muted grey toned one in the other palette. See how similar they are? I mean, they feel amazing. That literally is so smooth. Yeah, it is very similar to the one in the last palette. But then, you know, if you don't have both these palettes, then, you know, it's not a problem. And we're just going to take this brown here. And we're just going to take this one here, which I really, really like the look of. And then we're just going to take this end shade here, which is quite cool toned. Okay, so we are on to the second row. This brown here seems to have some orange undertones in it. And then we're just on to this colour, the second one. Those two are very similar. And then we're going to do this one. And this brown shade. I think this colour looks really nice. It's basically like a coral peachy colour. Oh yeah, I really like that colour actually. And now this colour, which has got a bit more orange tones in it than the previous one we just did. Oh, I like that one as well. That's more coral than this one. Okay, and this end shade, which is a really, really bright orange. Okay, so now we are on to the third row. So let's just go ahead and do this first one. I can't tell you how amazing these eyeshadows feel. They are so smooth. Do this second one, which is quite a deep turquoise. Okay, we'll just do this colour. And we'll do this muted green. This is a slightly more vibrant green than this one. They look very, very similar on camera, but in person, this one is very muted, and this one's a lot more vibrant and a tad darker. You can see that a lot better now that it's swatched. And we'll just do this one. And then we'll just do this end one, which is quite a dark green. I am super, super excited about this next row. I think these colours are so amazing. Let's see how they swatch. So we're just going to go with this dark muted red first. That's really nice actually. It's a lot darker on camera, again, but it has got some slight pink undertones to it. We're just going to do this second one, which is a bit more of a true red. And this colour is a burgundy red, but with some plum in it actually. I don't think I described that colour very well, but yeah, so it's a very, very deep plum with some red undertones in it. This shade seems to just be a little bit lighter than this one, but with a little bit more pink in it. This colour I love. And we're just going to do this light baby pink colour. You can barely see that on camera, but the pigment is amazing, trust me. And we'll just do this end shade. You can barely see that again, but this end one is just lighter than this second to last one. So we are on the last row. Let's do this purple colour. Oh, I really like that. This colour is a bit more true purple. It looks a lot more blue toned on camera, but it's not really. And then we've got this beautiful shade here, which is a lavender. Now I'm really excited to see how this one swatches. Okay, so that was the first initial swatch. I have gone back in for more product to see if I can get it any brighter, and I can, so there you go, that's probably a bit more true to what it is. I really like this shade actually. I think this would be a perfect transition shade for my skin tone. And then we've got this muted yellow, which seems to have some grey tones in it as well. And then we have this white right at the end. Okay, so that is the swatches done. I really think these palettes are amazing. I really do, and I really think they're worth the money. I really hope you found this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I will be doing a lot of looks on these palettes, so watch out for that. Also, I post a lot more frequently, obviously, on my other social media, so go and follow that. My Instagram, I tend to post a lot more makeup pictures that I've done on myself personally, and on my Facebook I tend to post more pictures of makeup that I've done on other people. So go check that out. Comment down below if you have either of these palettes and we'll chat about them, because I'm so excited about it and probably could talk forever about them. Also comment if you have any other Morphe palettes. I would really love to hear about them because I definitely want to get more. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.